Hi my beautiful dancers, how are you? I'm Laura and this is lesson number 11 of our 30-day technique program for belly dance. Today I will be teaching you the Camel Undulation movement. This is also a very famous movement and very much used, who give immediately the taste of desert, of Egypt, and of these amazing places where this dance comes from. So this is a movement, not a step, even if we already saw the camel step that also use the same movement but in a little bit different way. This movement is an undulation of our belly and of our pelvis, but opposite of what we did with the camel step that we already studied in one of the previous lessons. We don't want to move in the space, we stay in our spot and we concentrate, we can focus more on our belly movement. So let's see immediately the posture that we have to keep to make it in a perfect way. So let's put our weight in one leg. Choose one leg, is the same anyway. We are going to change and we will try in both of them. And we keep our knees bended as always. Our pelvis is flexible and all our upper body is very strong and fixed. We don't want to move it while we are doing this movement. Our arms can stay in the second position, but also to be comfortable, also in this first position, so we can really keep our upper body fixed and helps match our pelvis movement. After this, we want to design a circle, really a circle with our pelvis and with our muscles in the front. In this way, we want to go down, forward, up, and come back in. Figure your belly button as the beginning of this circle. Maybe I can turn, you can see it better. And imagine to design with all this part a circle in this way. Forward, down, up and back. Down, forward, up and back. We want to do this with our pelvis and with our muscles at the same time. Actually, there are many variations of this movement, and especially there are many levels. So I will teaching you the basic, the really basic one, and maybe we can see the level intermediate, but of course we can advance, and more you catch the technique, more you can do your own variation to a more advanced level. In the basic level, we use both the bones and the muscles, and more you become professional, and more you will forget about the bones and you will use more the muscles in a more small movement, but maybe faster and more rich of details. So let's go back to our position. The start is with our bottom up in the back. So if normally we are in this position to stay comfortable, but to start the circle, to make it bigger, we want to first of all push more. So I take my position a little bit in the back so I can work really in a more visible way. I will put my arms in this way so you can see exactly what I do. From here I go down with the help of my knees, down, forward, up and back. When I go back, I pull my belly button in more than I can, and when I go forward, I want to push it out more than I can. So I will make my belly big and then small. I want to catch it all inside, so to help the design of this circle. So let's try again. Go to the back, down, forward, in, back. Down, forward, in, back. Down, forward, in, back. When I do this, as I told you, I work with my bones by moving it, by pushing forward and back, and also with my muscles that has to really work. So I feel something in my belly. Take care, this movement you have to do it with all your bone forward, so don't concentrate just in one hip. Forget about the hips, it's not about the hips, this is all your pelvis, so it's like one block who moves all together. The pelvis has to be totally under your shoulder in a correct way so the movement comes regular. I do it also in this position. You can change your leg if you want. And another important thing to help a little bit, especially in the beginning, to help the movement, use also your weight, push your weight forward and back to give more strength to the movement itself. So let's take our position. As always, I start pulling a little bit up my bottom and then down, forward and in and back. Down, forward, in and back. When I say in, it's really in. This will make your belly muscle strong and shaped in a very nice way. Believe me, it's a very useful movement. It's useful also in the daily life because it's very helpful for the pain in the back, for the inner organs. So use it also as a training for yourself, for the health, not just for the dance. The old women of Egypt knew a lot of things that maybe we don't know. Again, back, push, forward, in and back. Again, design this circle. I take care that it has to go down and then up. Down, forward, up. It exists also the opposite movement that comes from up to down. This is called the reverse camel, and we will see. I will dedicate a special video just for this because this is a little bit more difficult. You need to take care of something not to injure your back, so it's a little bit we will see it in one of the next classes. So again, go in the back and then push forward, and again in and push forward and again in. As you can see, I don't move my arms while I'm doing this movement, and I don't move at all my upper body. I do my best not to move it, to make it more visible as always. So down and up and down with the circle and up. Again, down and up. We'll do it forward and in and in. Push, going down, forward, back, up. And again, you see it's a wave, it's a circle, as most of the undulation of this dance, as it is a female movement. It's full of circle geometry, circle design. This is really makes our movement smooth, fluid, soft, female. Call it as you want. I try with the other leg. So again, down, forward, in and up, and again. Okay, I want to show you also what we can do with the same movement once we catch it and we feel more comfortable in this movement. We can do it on a little bit more intermediate level, so let's use less the weight and less the bones, and let's push more with our muscles in this way, for example. And so you see the movement becomes smaller and is a little bit more our belly muscles will work more than the pelvis, and actually I don't really use the weight. Or we can have at more advanced level, when I don't use the legs at all, I try to keep my pelvis fixed, and I will move only, if possible, my muscles in this way. Come close. But of course, step by step. Now let's practice a little bit together with some music. We have to repeat it many times with the correct position of the arms and of the back to make it easier for us. So follow me. I put some music on and let's start. yourself. It's a really easy movement. You just have to practice your muscles because need to be strong and also stretch to have the power to do this movement, to not to feel pain in your back. Always keep your back long when you dance. This is give you more elegance, more attitude, but also protect you much from maybe if you have some problems in your back, you will feel it if you don't dance in the correct way. So let's practice a lot. It's not enough, I tell you, just one exercise. Maybe you have to repeat it many times, and also it's very helpful for your body. So every day, maybe for some few days, until the body accept the movement, make it natural, and it will give you as a gift as normal. So I see you tomorrow with another belly dance class over another topic. Thank you.